Hello and welcome. My name is Lee, Bruce, like Bruce Lee, but I go by Lee Bruce on social media and on my business card and everything. So, um, yeah, just wanted to share with you from my home office some very valuable financial services that could benefit you greatly in your life and for your family's lives as well. Um, so my company MHCS Financial, we're a financial service company. I apologize if it looks slightly blurry. But you see, we do credit fixing, credit building, credit lines, credit incomes. I want to kind of go through these services real quick. Um, so I started in the industry of credit services, financial services, about 20 years ago, and it's been a very valuable um, business for me, and the services, greatly impacted the lives of many clients and families, and including my own self, my own family. So the value of credit, especially, most people don't even know how valuable credit is. It's sad that it's not really taught in schools, which it definitely should be. It's credit education should be like a credit 101 in college, at the very least, or having like an intro to credit in high school. I think it would be smart to do that, especially for the kids, going from high school to college. A lot of us can get in these financial traps where we think that the credit cards are gold, and you got to pay them back, even though it's unsecured, but you still got to pay them back, and you want to start your life out, especially after high school and college, with at least good to great credit. Um, yeah, credit is very misunderstood, because it's not widely taught. People don't know the value of credit. Most people know the basics of it, which simple things like it can help you get a home or a car or credit cards or loans and so forth, even into apartments and so forth. But there's more to it. There's more to this game of credit. Um, I was fortunate enough to be taught by a good friend of mine, Dominic Campesano. Rest in peace, Dominic. Yeah, he unfortunately passed away back in 2011, I believe. And but he's the one who taught me the credit game, especially credit repair. I call it credit fixing, not like fixing sports games, but like fixing, like fix, like with a tool. So um, credit repair, credit fixing. That was my intro into the credit game, and with credit fixing, it's valuable because the true fact is that 70% of Americans have some kind of errors on the credit, and it's usually sometimes it's not caused by us, them. Sometimes it's actually caused by the bureaus and different errors that are caused in the mix of a shuffle of applying and changing information around and so forth. So so credit fixing is very valuable because most people do have, like I said, some kind of errors. I think it's more like 80% or more these days, especially after COVID, because a lot of people got pretty much financially wrecked, during those times. One of the worst financial catastrophes, one of the worst financial hurdles that we had to deal with, and economic hurdles, just social hurdle, just we know it was pretty bad. The whole quarantine, especially, and all that. So so credit fixing is step one. That's what we do. So if you need us to help you fix derogatories like negative accounts, negative items on your report, we do all three bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. So we can help remove the negative accounts the way we do it is we just dispute the accounts on your behalf. Because you signed a power of attorney for us to work on your credit, and so it's multiple to several steps that's needed. Sometimes in the first round, every round is about 45 days. Sometimes we can knock off all the negative accounts. Sometimes we can't. Sometimes it might take 2-3 months. Sometimes it might take 3 to 6 months, or maybe even longer. It just depends, but we do things through the mail. Through the online first, and then we go through the mail. And we even do sometimes faxing and on the phone. So it's kind of like, going after it like land, air, and sea, but through online mail and phone and fax. So like I said, step-by-step procedure. You can't expect overnight results, but you know what? It's very valuable to have this kind of service. If there is a way that you can learn how to do it, but it takes a long time, and that's similar to like when we have like a broken bone. I'm sure we could fix our bone if we really wanted to, but it's easier to go to a doctor and hire a doctor to do that, right? And same with your vehicles. If you have an automobile problem, that's why we hire a mechanic. Hire a good mechanic. Sometimes they can screw you over, but but it's the same thing here. We're kind of like credit mechanics, credit doctors. So that's the first part. Like I said, credit fixing. There's the algorithm of credit. It's a huge like pie, like a pie graph. Lots of it. It's different things like payment history and derogatory accounts and balances, and it's a whole algorithm. You can find it online. It's really easy, but you definitely don't want to have negative accounts. That will destroy you. Also, inquiries can hurt you as well. We have a way to remove them as well. So that's the whole credit fixing part. It's the process of removing negative accounts, negative items, derogatory accounts and items off your report. So that's credit fixing. The second thing, credit building. Oh, sorry, credit building. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, okay, you see it. Oh, it's kind of weird doing it from right there. Okay. I'm sorry, there's like a little blurriness. I think it'll show up better when I think it'll be okay. If it is, I'll redo the video, I guess. But credit building is the opposite of credit fixing. It's actually adding positive accounts onto your report. And so there's different ways to do credit building. And remember, this is all personal credit. We'll get into business credit later, but personal credit, it's with the credit building, you're trying to add positive accounts. So meaning like there's a way to do it with secured cards. I don't really recommend secured cards because sometimes it could take a year or two just to you have to put like a 200, 500, whatever, like a security deposit, which creates your credit line, immediate credit line. So if it's $500, whatever that you put down, that is your immediate credit line. So you can actually use that to build your credit off that $500. So that's a secured card. And then when you off the secured cards, I wouldn't really highly recommend doing it because, like I said, it could take a year or two to get them to send you your deposit back and then turn it into an unsecured credit line, because your whole goal is to get it unsecured. Because that's where the big game is played, unsecured with personal and business credit. So we have another method of doing that. Is we have a way to kind of have you kind of piggyback on other people's credit for about 30 days, and then you kind of borrow their credit for 30 days, and it can actually help you get a personal primary credit card or multiples. The key number is we want you to get like 3 strong credit cards, because with 3 strong credit cards you can do a lot in this credit game, because then you can apply for a lot of things, and then they'll look at those cards as an example of how strong your credit is and so forth. So that's credit building. Well, there's a different amount that we charge is the same with the credit fixing. We charge differently because some people, like with credit fixing, some people have only a couple negative accounts. Some might have several. Some might have dozens. So it just depends. So that's how we do the pricing, is based on the amount of negative derogatory accounts. And then the credit building, that's priced different too, because sometimes you might get a piggyback off of a $10,000 limit card with 5 or 10 years experience. You might get a $20,000, $30,000. So it just depends on, and of course you want to get multiples to start, like 2 to 3 of these trade lines to start. So that's credit building. The third part is credit lines. So once we build your credit, there's ways to get money from the banks. You don't have to. This is third segment of our company. You can decline this if you want, and that's fine. But if you want money from the banks, I highly recommend doing it, because you just never know when you might need these credit lines, for investing, or in a business, or straight like investments, or if you want to flip a house, you need 50K, and you just need 50K to, for the fix ups or whatnot, or 50K to partner up and buy up a part of a business or whatever. Or you just, if you get in financial trouble for a couple months, you might need some credit lines to kind of help back you up, to help you get through those tough times. So I tell my clients, why not? It's all unsecured. You're not putting up a house. You're not putting up cars. You're not putting up land. You're not putting up your kids. These are unsecured credit lines. So it's a very interesting but very misunderstood type of money. It is money. It's backed by credit and your signature, really, and it's not really backed by physical property that you own. So that's why I tell people, get as much credit lines of credit, loans, credit cards, high limit cards, as you can, because you never know when the banks are going to stop lending out, or putting a halt, or slowing it down, or whatever. I said get it now. So the credit lines, the personal credit lines, it's it could be like up to 50 to 100K. I would recommend on a personal, just keep it at 3 strong credit cards at minimum 10,000 each. Later in the future, we want to help you build it up to 20,000, 30,000 each off of three cards. So you can imagine like $60,000 to $90,000 in high limit credit cards on your personal account, your personal, under your social. So that's personal credit lines. Now there's business credit lines. Business credit lines, there's a way, we have a system, and the way we charge the credit lines, it's different, with personal lines and so forth, because we charge a percentage, and we can talk to you more about that in a future consultation. And so credit lines, for the business, we can actually help you set up business credit lines using your social, and we can do that off of a sole proprietorship and in the mix of an LLC and so forth, where we use your personal credit to get business credit lines. So that's the process that we have. We have a system that can literally proven to raise over $1 million in a year, just by helping you raise business credit lines, but using your personal, your social security number to get the business credit lines. So that's very powerful. I'm basically showing you, 4 ways of having raising credit lines that most people don't know about. And like I said, they should be teaching this in schools, in college, high school, at least, but either way. So the business credit lines, the third way, there's a way to raise business credit lines while we build up your LLC, help you build your LLC, where we can actually do it for you, or you can do a do-it-yourself program that we have as well. And so it's a lot cheaper to do the do-it-yourself, but basically you're raising business credit lines by using your business credit. The business credit is based on a Paydex score, Paydex through Dun& Bradstreet. It can go up to 80 points. It's equivalent to almost like having 800 credit score with your personal credit. The thing about your personal credit is that it goes up to 850. Your business credit goes up to 80 Paydex. Your personal credit is 850 FICO. So, but both are very valuable. Because you can raise tons of money. If you do it right, or if you let us do it right for you, or let us do it right with you. There's ways we can work with you or for you, or you could do it yourself. And all of it is, you're going to be coached along the way. So that's another awesome thing, is that you can get a lot of great coaching along the way. The credit, so the business credit lines, using your business, there's many steps to it, and there's ways to get vendor credit along the way with, like, Office Depot, Office Max, those type of vendors and Staples or whatnot, and then and other small or big companies where you can only get credit using their services. But that's the beginning steps of the credit lines of that program, the step 3 part. I wanted to go back. It's I'm doing actually, once I get down to this right here, I'm going to go into the, because this is all basically how you can be a client. I don't like to write notes and stuff. I like to kind of go off of the top of my head. It's just I like the kind of challenge, and it's just more fresh and real, natural. So anyways, but the credit lines from the business, it's it goes into vendor credit, and it goes into, so once we help you build your personal credit, the business credit, it goes from building then funding, and the funding, and it goes to the business vendor business credit, then goes to, like, automobile financing, like vehicle fleet financing, apartment building, like commercial property financing. You can get, you can invest in apartments and strip malls and so forth. It's pretty powerful what you can do. And then it gets into bank funding at the end. And so the bank funding, you can it can start off with 6 figures or multiple 6 figures. There's ways we can add trade lines onto your LLC as well, just like we do with the personal. Where we do, like, these trade lines that we piggyback off of. We can do the same thing with the business credit as well. So it's very powerful. So it's basically kind of shortcuts you right into getting a stellar credit, or a good credit line, good credit cards, and off the bat, so you don't have to wait. It can kind of shortcut you 6 months to a year. So that's it depends on how valuable 6 months in a year is to you. So anyways, so that's a program. We charge different ways for that as well. And like I said, we can do it for you, or you can do it yourself. So that's the credit lines. The credit incomes. So there's ways to make income using your credit. So once you have stellar credit, you can actually be one of the people that kind of helps our clients borrow credit from the credit building, from the building your personal. So, like, you can add them on to your credit for 30 days, and then they can pay you. We can pay you for doing that. So that's one way to make income. The other way is, so that's just using your personal credit lines, to help our clients, and then you can actually get paid off of that. And every month, you can have, like, up to 5 or 6 clients on your rotating in and out on your credit lines. So it could be a good additional income on the side. So that's one way. The other credit incomes is using your credit lines and lines of credit and loans and credit cards to make income. So we have what we call credit partners, and these credit partners will help you. they'll help you invest into different things like real estate and other businesses and stocks and bonds, excuse me, bonds or crypto or whatever, flip businesses, flip real estate, well, whatever. So we have a lot of people that are willing to hold your hand and kind of walk you along the way to make income using your credit lines. So that's pretty powerful. So we have that type of community, within our company. So we're very proud of that we can help you in that way. So when you're making all that income, right? And of course, there's no guarantees of income. But when you're making all this income, do you want to find a way to protect all your assets? Like if you're going to use the money to buy assets, like land and real estate and automobiles and precious metals and crypto and all that, etc. And income tax. So what if there's a way to be completely private? And there is. It's 1,000,000% legal. We did, this is our complete asset protection program. It's not on my card. It's on the website, but this is the latest service that we brought into the company. It's complete asset protection, CAP for short, CAP. So with the CAP, basically, we're dealing with trusts, and these trusts are the best of the best in the world. They're completely, like I said, private, and like I said, it's 1,000,000% legal. You can't, no individual can sue you, or groups of people, or courts or IRS. They can't bother you. Because you probably heard of trust fund babies, right? Well, trust fund babies, they're, the reason why it's called trust fund babies is because the wealthy, they make a bunch of money, and they want to preserve that money and protect it, those assets under a trust. And then once the offspring, the beneficiary, the children becomes a certain age or whatever, or if also, of course, if the parents pass away, they can tap into the trust. That's why you hear the term trust fund babies, and trust fund babies are really real. I know several of them, that don't really work, and and they have, they can tap into the trust, and what they do at any time. So that's what we do. We're not advising, hey, get a bunch of trust fund babies. Sorry, I'm doing my hair. But so you can do this for your kids. It's not a way to, like, we're not trying to, like, say, hey, spoil your kids and put like millions in there. No, like, would you rather leave something for your kids or nothing? Most of us, say something. So this is the best way to do it. Set it up with a trust. We have multiple trusts that we do. I'll go more into it, if you have questions, and we can do it on your property. We do it on your, your banking, your properties, land, other assets and so forth. So very powerful. I say do it, especially if you're going to make a lot of income, or if you already have, even if you have 100,000 laying around, 50,000, put it in a trust, so you can put, like I said, all assets in it. Might as well do it, just protect it all, and we can help you do that. So that's a complete asset protection. So that's the C part, so I put, all this stuff is like CCC, like credit fixing, credit building, credit lines, credit incomes, complete asset protection, that's all CCCC, 5. So that's the C part in terms of how you can be a client, So the client is, basically, like a customer client, that just partakes in, purchasing any of the services, and then benefiting from what we do, to help you. So there's a so there's a C.I.A, not like the agency, the Secret Service or whatever, not like them, the C.I.A. So C is, like I said, client. I is for investor. Investor, we're looking for, investors. We're not desperately seeking for investors, but we are open to bringing on investors. We're not paying out like a huge amount, like you're not flipping a house, like in terms of, or crypto, like getting into the crypto boom. And, I've been lucky to be part of that crypto boom. But, it's not like that. It's basically, we're paying up to like 5 to 10%, on your money, and the minimum is 1,000, we go up to 100,000, but, and if you want to invest more off 100,000, we would make you sign more contracts and all that stuff. And, but yeah, but it's, safe and secure. We're basically, using your funds to invest into more, building the company even more, hiring more staff and building more offices, and getting more deep into mentors and that are doing, what we do, so we can actually, have them kind of help with our, working with our clients. So just like, the staff, like customer service staff as well. So we're going to be holding conference calls and, coaching calls and so forth here in the near future, like we used to do pre-COVID. So we're looking to relaunch that, post-COVID, here this year, 2024. So that's the the investor. It's and then there's ways we can pay, quarterly. That's what we prefer. So, anyways, that's being an investor. The A part is being an affiliate. So an affiliate is somebody who likes to be like a rep or sales rep or brand ambassador, and want to represent our company and promote our services and make a referral fee / commission off of our services. So very simple. We have a 5% affiliate program where it's we call it beginner affiliate. Most people don't do this route; they do the second one. But 5% affiliate costs $500. You can actually get that money back. We do it's like a deposit and reimbursement. So off your fifth sale, and it could be off of any of our services, you get the $500 back. Because we're basically training you through the whole way, and how to market, how to advertise, and teaching you the game of the lingo of how to present our financial services to a prospect. So that's the first part. Like I said, that's called a beginner affiliate. We have something called advanced affiliate and / we call it also master affiliate. So this costs $1,000, and then also let me go back to the 5%. Once you hit five, and then hit another 5, then we could bump you up to 10%, commission if you just only enter in for 500. If you want to shortcut all that, just come in for 1,000, and then you get 10% right off the bat. And what you also get is education and training and coaching where we can help you become that master affiliate. And that master affiliate can also become a social media influencer, because with the $1,000, we're gonna also help you, educate you and train you on, like I said, how to be a social media influencer and a master affiliate using certain technologies. There's a technology that we use that's AI driven, that does a lot of the marketing for you, and basically you can also have unlimited websites that you can create, and access to being able to create unlimited email campaigns, access to unlimited domains, being able to get access to, believe it or not, up to like unlimited prospects, up to 2.2 billion people. So in a way, that is unlimited, because in this world's population, people, more people are born and more people hit a certain age where they can be, clients and investors and affiliates, and then people die off and stuff, so that is it's unlimited, 2.2 billion people. But we have the software that you can own, and then you can basically use it to promote yourself as an affiliate of MHCS Financial, and become very successful. No guarantees of income, just like no guarantees of life. but it could be very lucrative. We've had clients that, like for instance, our our business credit building program, with the LLC. We've had people where the top package can cost like 10K, 10K. So, but we've had you know individuals that would get 8 in 1 week, and so they make 1,000 each, right? Thousand, so that's $8,000, right? Um, and that's just off of 1 week's worth of effort. So, and there's also a way to get income on the back end. So once we get them funding, they can also get, the clients will get the funding, and then the affiliates will get paid on the back end when they get the funding. So, for instance, say if we help them get 100,000, and then we charge them, say, like, sometimes the lowest would be 10%. 10% of 100,000 is 10,000. So that's another 1,000 right there, because it's 1,000 is 10%, of the commissionable amount. So then 10% of that is 1,000. So that can be additional off that. But most of our clients are going after multiple six figures, $500,000 to $1 million. So just for illustration purposes, what if they go after $1 million, right? So $1 million, and then say we charge them 10%. So that's 100,000. 10% of that is what? 10,000. So that could be your back end commission later. So that's 10,000 right there. So 10,000 plus the original 1,000. So imagine that affiliate. 1 week, 1,000, 8,000, right? But then on the back end, what if they all just get $1 million each, right? Say it take them a year or two, whatnot. That could be extra 10,000, 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 times 8. So that could be just off of that 1 week. That's a potential total 88,000 in commissions. Pretty exciting, right? And those are possibilities. Like I said, it's for illustration purposes. There's no, that's not saying that we're guaranteeing any kind of income, because we're not. We can't. It's just that's just not how it works. This is not a clock in, clock out job. It's not a salary, hourly wage type of job. This is, yes, it's definitely sales. And it's based on commissions and referral fees, or whatever you want to call it. So that's being an affiliate. 500, 1,000, and the 1,000, we also do the reimbursement as well. Off your first 5, we'll send you the 1,000 back. So that's the A part. So C.I.A. So client, investor, affiliate. There's another thing. It's called BMW. We have a way where you can actually win, earn, or buy a BMW i8. And a lot of in my other videos or on my social media, that I own a BMW i8. It's a hybrid supercar, and we show people how to win those, earn those, and buy those. So that's actually kind of sort of like tied into our affiliate part. So it's an incentive, it's a promo to help you as an affiliate to reach a certain income goal. So very simple. If you win a BMW i8, it's like a raffle. So every time we have clients, they earn certain type of like raffle tickets for a future drawing. So it's kind of like a lottery in a way. And basically, there's ways to rack up tickets. The more services you purchase, the higher the dollar amount, you can get more tickets for future raffle. And then, so basically, it's a drawing, and then we do it once a year. So you could be the next lucky winner. No guarantees in that too, of course. Just like none in life, none in lotteries, none in raffles. So, anyways, and then the earn part of the BMW i8 promo is you can earn a BMW i8. The way to do it is basically, if you earn minimum 50K in a year by being an affiliate of MHCS Financial, we will match dollar for dollar that commission, and we'll put it toward a BMW i8. The minimum is 50,000. You can get a used BMW i8, and I have all the connections in the world to find these i8s. You know, they're very rare. There's only 12,000 made total from 2014 to 2020. So, but I can get access to them, no problem. And so we go 50,000, 100,000, and 150,000. So yeah, if you make 100,000 in a year, it's gonna be 12 calendar months, 365 days. You know, so we start the clock once you become an affiliate. So 12 months, you know, if you earn 100,000, then we'll match 100,000 dollar for dollar for that, and you get the receipt and everything. You know that we purchased it for 100,000. You know, toward the i8, and 100,000. You know, it might be like a 2018. You know, maybe like 2018, and then the top one is 150,000. So 150,000 is kind of like a 2020 i8 with probably less than 3,000 miles. So we can help you do that. That's the BMW i8 promo, the win, earn, buy promo. So that's our company. Let us know if we can help you. We'd love to have you on board and help you every step of the way. Become a client, investor, or an affiliate. And of course, help you win, earn, buy a BMW i8. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much. And look forward to talking to you here very soon. Bye.